I'm speaking with Wayne McDonell today about volume and volatility in the foreign exchange arena. Hi, Wayne.
Hi.
Let's talk about the two V's, volume and volatility. They've both kind of collapsed.
Yes.
What's going on?
Well, it's been a very challenging couple of years, I think, for all traders. And when the markets around the world, specifically the stock markets, were starting to crash, lots of traders were getting out of long-term positions. And volume was way up and volatility was amazing. The VIX went up to 80-something. I didn't even think that was possible. It didn't exist. So volume and volatility was really high. And then after the collapse, once we hit bottom, once the Dow made it all the way down to 6,500, then there was a pause. There was a big rally, but it wasn't followed with volume. So yes, we had the volatility, but it was more of a trader's rally for the first 6 months, maybe even 9 months, where it was traders jumping in, but not the long-term mutual fund investors and institutional players that are in the long run that don't like volatility. And so there was a lot of money on the side for the first 6 or 9 months. So we had the volatility, but no volume. Well, now things are a lot more healthy. The Dow's somewhere around 10,000, and some investors are somewhat optimistic, and I think we can all agree that the worst is probably over. But a lot of questions are still unanswered. Are we going to have a double dip recession? Are we going to have a square root recession? Is the Dow going to rally up again, or are we going to move sideways for a year? And there's a lot of unanswered questions, but the market in many different ways and such, we were talking about VIX, the VIX is much more healthy than it was a couple of years ago. So on the long term, let's say in the next 5 to 10 years, I think everything's going to be okay. What happens in the next 6 to 18 months is it's up to every individual analyst and trader.
Thank you, Wayne.
My pleasure.